Today, I've got the secret recipe to one of the genie's wishes. So let me get this straight. You freed me from my capture inside of the lamp, and now you want me to grant you a wish? Hey, it's Tim here, your average dungeon master and your amateur bar master. Today, I've got the secret recipe to one of the Djinn's wishes. The Djinn's wishes. There's a lot of mythology behind the Djinn and the genie. So the Djinn's wishes is an original gin cocktail. I'm using Blueberry Tea Infused Gin and making a gin sour with ginger. Gin, ginger, genie, gin, you get it. So a gin sour is typically 2 parts gin, 1 part lemon, and 1 part sweetener. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our sweetener because I like to use the thickest ingredient first. I'm using 2 different sweeteners here. I'm splitting the sweetener between Elderflower Liqueur. So I'm going to use 3/4 of an ounce of elderflower. So I'm also going to use 3/4 of an ounce of ginger syrup. This ginger syrup is made by making a rich, simple syrup, which is 2 parts sugar, 1 part water, and then taking a reasonable amount of ginger. I don't measure. I just use like a couple fingers of ginger, a couple inches of ginger, and chop it up roughly and blend the whole thing up. Just blend it all up. Super simple. Then you strain it out using like a nut milk bag or a coffee filter even. Something very, very, very fine. And you'll get this nice ginger syrup that's spicy and gingery. It's amazing. Then I've got 2 ounces of my Blueberry Tea Infused Gin. I use a tea bag to 6 ounces of gin. Let it steep for about 20 minutes and then squeeze out the bags. You've got some nice blueberry gin. Today I've got Sun King Spirits made in Indiana. I get gin in Indiana. I get it locally. Any spirit that I can buy locally, I do. Tequila is pretty much the only thing that you can't make anywhere. So that's the gin that I used for this. Now I need the juice of a lemon. I don't have fresh lemon juice in a jar right now, so I'm going to juice it right here. I suspect this is more than an ounce, and I'm okay with that. Oh, I wanted to pull a peel before I did this. Oh well. No peel today. There is a peel in my close-up video, but we're not going to have a peel here. Juiced my lemon. Got my ingredients. Got lemon juice everywhere. Now I've got most of my ice in my shaker. I've got my chunks of ice in my shaker, and then I've got a big cube. I made this clear ice. Essentially, you take about 6 inches of water in an open cooler. Take the lid off of a cooler or just leave the lid open if you can fit it. 6 inches of water in there and leave it in the freezer for long enough to freeze the top 3 inches. For me, that takes about 28 hours. It freezes from the top because the cooler's open and the cold air hits the water first. The rest of the cooler insulates the ice. After that top 3 inches is frozen, you dump it out. The impurities in the water don't freeze. They stay in the bottom 3 inches of water. You get 3 inches of clear ice on top. Then I took that sheet of ice and I cut it into 3-inch cubes. Some of it breaks, and then you've got nice chunks that you can use, and then you get the big piece there to shake with. Talked about this before, but I've got a big chunk of ice that agitates and aerates the drink, and then the small chunks of ice will dilute and chill. You need both parts for your shake. 12 seconds. I'm going to pull up my chilled glass that was in the freezer, and I'm going to double strain this because I do have fresh lemon juice. This is going to be a fat pour. Perfect. So there's my Djinn's wishes. So let's talk about the Djinn, or genie as we call them now. So Djinn in mythology were originally sort of demigods. They were mortal, but they had extended lifespan and they had mythical abilities. They would come and assist people in times of need. And they didn't originally grant wishes. They didn't have that ability. That came in pop culture through a movie. And they thought it'd be fun to have the genie, or the Djinn that was freed, grant wishes. Djinn in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons are elementals. They're actually chaotic good creatures. So you might be able to get them to assist you. And they don't have wish. They don't grant wishes. They don't have the wish spell. Now, there are items in Dungeons & Dragons that can trap your essence inside of them, your soul. So if you find a genie that is powerful enough to learn wish and then gets trapped inside of an item, possibly a lamp or a metal container, you'd have the stereotypical genie in the lamp that grants wishes. So let me get this straight. You freed me from my capture inside of the lamp, and now you want me to grant you a wish? Yeah, you know, because genies grant wishes. I don't understand. I am no genie, I am a Djinn. I am an elemental master. I do not grant wishes. Now come on, I know you grant wishes. No, I don't even know how to grant wishes. I do not grant you wishes. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. Grant me a wish. Do the thing. Even if I knew how to, I would not do the thing. Come on, I know you want to. Do the thing. No, I'm not doing the thing. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. If I say to grant you wishes, you will leave me alone? Just do it. Come on, do it. Okay, fine. I will grant you wish. Ha! You did the thing! I do not understand you. The Djinn's wishes. Cheers.